chung vui của tiệc này năm nay. I want to just ask for about 5 minutes of your time and take this opportunity to formally thank everybody who's here today for coming. And even to those people who couldn't make it but reached out for me, I'm very thankful and appreciative of your support tonight on this journey of mine. It's really easy to say that this dinner is the culmination of my graduation and everything that's been done thus far. But to me, deep down, I feel like that's a little bit of an understatement. Because to me, it means much more than that, and I feel like this is really only the beginning of my journey. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Believe it or not, when I was younger, I was never that kid who knew right away what he wanted to be when he grew up. When I was like 5 or 6, I used to go to work with my parents on the weekends in their small optical shop in Chinatown. And rather than being really fascinated with all the eyes and glasses around me, I was actually off in my own world, and I was probably drawing. I was drawing cars, cartoons, playing with cars, and so a lot of the times people thought, oh, this kid's going to be an artist one day, or a designer, or something in the craftsmanship sector. Nobody thought optometrist. And so looking back from then until where I've been today, I feel like I can describe my life as sort of a learning process, in the sense that even when it was time for me to come and decide about my career path, I invested months, days, years into really understanding, learning about the profession of optometry before I actually committed myself into applying to optometry school. And then even then, during optometry school, I would describe it as a growing experience for me. It was one that actually had a tremendous impact on my life, because the time I spent alone in Boston, I went into Boston as this shy, quiet, introverted young boy, and I feel like Boston not only transformed me into a confident clinician, but it really made me a much more stronger and independent young man. And so that's really the main point that I take away from my graduation, and I feel like it's really shaped me into who I am today. So, there are a lot of people that I need to personally thank for everything, but obviously not enough time to do so, and it's approaching dinner time. But first and foremost, I'd just like to mention my parents, my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad have instilled in me this really strong sense of drive ever since I was young, and they've always supported me throughout my studies, no matter what decision I made. And so, I know as they mentioned earlier, when I made the decision to go far away for undergrad at Queens, which is only like 2 hours away, and then again to Boston for another 4 years, everybody thought I was crazy because I'm someone who really values family, the comfort of home, and just being close to the people that I've grown up with. But they knew, and I knew that it really had to be done in order for me to achieve my goals, and they supported me every single step of the way. I know a lot of times too in the past, especially when I was in Boston, there were times when I was alone, because I lived alone, but I really missed the comfort of being at home and just everybody back in Toronto. And that's when I knew that I could count on my parents for the support. They checked up on me always. They even checked up on me when I didn't need to be checked up on. They motivated me when things were going very smoothly, but all in all, they always encouraged me to keep moving forward. And that's sort of been the whole motto of everything today. Always move forward. And so I'm very thankful for that. Thank you back, and thank you, Matt. Also, more people too. I'd also like to take this chance to thank my uncle, Dr. Tram, I call him Go-Hi, my aunt, Mahai, and my cousin, Carolyn, for supporting me throughout this journey of mine. And they even flew down personally just to celebrate and attend my graduation in Boston. But more importantly, I also like to thank them for extending above and beyond and ensuring that after the graduation that I receive the proper mentorship and guidance as I transition into the healthcare field. So thank you very much. I also want to mention my grandparents who are not here today, but they played a very important role when I was younger in really caring for me and nurturing me when my parents were busy at work if I was not at the optical store. I owe a lot to them and I wish they could have been here today, but I'm sure they're very happy for everything and for me. To my friends, who most of them are here tonight, so I won't single you guys out, but there are also a few of you, a few lifelong friends that I met when I was away in the United States for school that couldn't attend for obvious reasons. I just want to thank you guys for being there for me these past few years, since high school, Queen's University, and at NECO in Boston. I don't think without you guys I would have been the same person you see here today. All the crazy stress, studying, preparing for board exams, crazy patients during clinical rotations. You guys really supported me and made the experience worthwhile, so thank you. Lastly, I know I said it already, but I just want to thank everybody here again for being here today. I'm truly appreciative of you guys coming, and your support really means a lot to me. Your support in the years prior when I was still a student, whenever we met up, you were all very supportive. Your support here tonight, and hopefully your support in the future as I enter my lifelong career as an optometrist. So thank you very much. Thank you to the iLight and SAIGON Optical staff for preparing this event. Thank you to the aunties, the uncles, and my friends who made tonight possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arthur. We're so happy to get to celebrate with you and to be with you on this occasion and to be a part of the next journey of